Dear all, myself Dr. Asha, Principal, S&M Training College, Muthukunnam. Today we will discuss the topic Achievement Test, a conceptual analysis. Let us see the definitions of Achievement Test. Achievement Test is a test for measuring the level of achievement of the student as the result of a particular program, and it is used to measure the relative accomplishment of the students in specific areas of learning. Also, it is a test designed to measure the achievement in any subject with regard to a set of predetermined objectives. Okay, you might have noted the technical terms in these three definitions. One is the level of achievement of the students as a result of particular program. Then another one is the relative accomplishment of the student. Then another term is predetermined objectives. Okay, these three terms are related to the achievement. Simply saying, achievement test is a test used to measure the achievement of the learners. What is meant by achievement? It is the relative accomplishment of the students in specific areas of learning. By measuring the achievement, we are comparing the students actually. Student A is better than student B. That is, we are mentioning that achievement is the relative accomplishment of the students were in specific areas of learning. In specific areas of learning, we are comparing the students in specific areas of learning. We will not compare the student by observing, by measuring his performance in mathematics with his performance with the performance of another student in Malayalam. We will compare the students in the specific areas of learning. And also the achievement in any subject with regard to a set of predetermined objectives. What is the predetermined objective? When a teacher starts his teaching learning process, he has certain goals in her mind. She needs to formulate certain goals or objectives or aims before she enter into the teaching learning process. We all will set the predetermined objective. For example, before I started this class, I have a goal in my mind. The learners need to attain the concept of achievement test. The learners will be able to explain the concept of achievement to his or her friends, fellow teachers. These two goals are in my mind. Like this, when you enter into your teaching learning process, you will have a predetermined objectives or goals. By conducting this achievement test, we are measuring whether this predetermined objective or goals are attained by the learners, or what is the level of their attainment, whether they have all the levels intended by the teacher, or whether the learners have attained very minimal level of the objectives, like that. That means the achievement test measures whether the learners have attained the predetermined goal or predetermined objectives set by the teacher, and up to what level they have attained it. I hope you are clear with this concept. Then two definitions of achievement test. Any test that measures the accomplishments of an individual after a period of training or learning. Any test that measures the accomplishment of an individual after a period of training or learning. Then the type of ability test that describes what a person has learned. Actually, we are analyzing the learning outcome of the teaching learning process by conducting the achievement test. Then, what are the functions of achievement test? The results of the test would indicate the extent or degree to which the student has internalized the learning material. The extent of the internalization of the learning material, or this helps the teacher to know the attainment level of the student so that he can select appropriate methods for instruction. The level of attainment of the learners. For example, I can explain this by citing a suitable example. Suppose you are a biology teacher and you are presenting a teaching learning situation in order to teach the topic balanced diet. Balanced diet. All of us are very familiar with the concept balanced diet during this COVID period especially. Okay, then before the teacher starts the class, the teacher formulates the objectives like this. Number 1, the learners will develop the concept of balanced diet and its constituent parts. What constitutes a balanced diet? The second one is the learners will be able to explain the concept of balanced diet and its importance to his family members. Okay. Number 3, the learners will be able to design a balanced diet or design his daily diet in a balanced mode by including the essential things. The learner can design daily diet in a balanced manner. That is the third level. That means the learner will be able to apply the concept of balanced diet in his or her daily life. That is the third level of attainment. And the fourth one is the learner can appreciate the importance of balanced diet of a person, appreciate the aspect of balanced diet in his social life, especially during this COVID pandemic. We know that in order to prevent this COVID pandemic, we need a balanced diet. And the fourth level of goal is that the learner can appreciate the importance of balanced diet in the pandemic situations like COVID. Okay, these are the 4 levels of aims or goals set by the teacher or formulated by the teacher before the teaching learning process. After the teaching learning process, the teacher will conduct an achievement test to check, to measure or to assess whether the learners have attained these 4 levels of objectives. Some students might have attained all the 4 levels. Some have attained only the preliminary level. They will be able to repeat or recall the concept of balanced diet. And this achievement test, by conducting the achievement test based on this topic balanced diet, we can classify the students according to their levels of achievement. That is the meaning of the second point. This helps the teacher to know the attainment level of the students so that he can select appropriate methods of instruction. Then, regular administration of achievement tests can facilitate learning. Regular administration of achievement test will enable the learners to find out the gaps in their learning process so that they can improve their learning. Then gives feedback to teachers regarding the effectiveness of their instruction. Achievement test gives a feedback. The results of an good result of achievement test indicates that the teacher's teaching learning process was effective. If it is a poor performance or poor grading of the students in the achievement test, it means that the teaching learning process needs improvement. Then another one is achievement test conducted periodically to place students into appropriate grade levels and skill groupings. We can place the students in appropriate level or in appropriate groups based on the performance in achievement test. These are the major functions, and there are three more. The results of such tests reveal the strength, weakness and gaps in the learning process of individual students. We can identify the gaps in the learning process, learning output by the teacher as well as by the learners. Helps teachers to adapt instruction according to individual needs. We can identify the individual need of the learners by analyzing the results of achievement test. We can help the learners by providing the needful instruction afterwards. Okay, provide basis for promotion to the next degree. And this achievement test can be classified into standardized test and a teacher made test. We will discuss these two concepts elaborately in next segment of our class. Thank you.